this is Kate Bullock, another Walk the Block. I'm actually down here in Legacy checking out Legacy tattoos. Who knows? Maybe I'll get one. Come on. Hi, Stephanie?
Yes.
I'm Caitlin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good, you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hey, I'd love to learn more about your business. Do you have time to talk to me?
Absolutely, I do. I'd love to show you around.
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm back here with Stephanie Ferber from Legacy Tattoo down in Legacy, and I got some questions because I think I might get a tattoo. So if you didn't check out episode number 1, go check it out because I learned all about how they got started, where the name came from, and their unique, what makes them unique here. Okay, so go check that out. Otherwise, I have some questions and like positioning of tattoo, Stephanie. Where should I get it? Like pain tolerance wise? Like what's the worst spot?
So pain-wise, ribs is gonna jump right at you right away. Ribs,
oh,
absolutely.
They look so cool though.
So pretty. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. The prettiest spots hurt the most.
Oh no.
Yeah,
okay.
They do. You know, it's especially for feminine pieces, we jump to spots like the ribs. Myself personally, I jump to the side of my foot. Awful.
Really?
That'll make you roll right over for sure. And I did it twice. So I didn't learn the first time.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, no. So that's gonna hurt for sure. I would say those are the top two.
Top two. Absolutely. Painful. Ribs and like side foot, inside or outside, it doesn't matter. Foot.
Period.
Okay.
A lot of nerve endings, not a lot of, no muscle to go off of, right? When you're talking about like your thigh or,
easier.
Your bicep, your skin's a little bit
okay,
tougher.
what about right here?
Not so bad.
Not so bad. Okay.
Okay.
I love it. All right. So wrist is a good spot. I might do that
keep
then.
that in mind for later, for sure.
Okay, now tell me this. Where is the most awkward place you guys have ever had to tattoo?
Okay, so what's the most awkward space? I don't know that with butt cheeks.
You done whipped out the butt cheeks?
I don't know that it's awkward. Like it's honestly kind of cute and funny half the time.
You gotta shave them sometimes if they're
we
guys.
We do have to shave. We do have to shave. Honestly, not even just for guys. If you have hair, that is part of the process. We do shave it to make sure that it's skin has to be thoroughly prepped. Absolutely for the proper tattoo process. Absolutely. But yeah, you know what? Like we have great clients, right? So it's not so much that it's awkward. We make the space comfortable and enjoyable. We'll have maybe a giggle amongst ourselves, with the client always.
Yeah.
But no, we navigate through it pretty easily.
All right. So like no spots are off the table.
No, we are, no judgment here.
I've seen people tattoo inside their mouth. Can you do that?
You can.
Whoa.
You can do that. Okay, that was. If you want one that's not so permanent, highly recommended. Highly recommended.
Oh, does it wear off?
Absolutely. Like a week, days sometimes. Sometimes they do last. It varies drastically person to person. But the skin on the inside of your mouth is not the same. It's actually a good topic to bring up. There's some spots that we don't recommend if you do want longevity, which is one of the big questions that we get asked. So in that inner lip there, that's like for fun, really, and that's the main purpose that people get it. So that's totally fine, and we're here for it as long as you understand that it's
coming off.
It's coming off, probably, or at least it's fading halfway out.
Really silly ones.
Oh yeah, they have to be super simple there because it is difficult. It's a rough process. You're drooling. Like there's nothing. You don't want to be photographed during that one. But it's
that's funny.
Simple, quick. Super quick, but it doesn't last too long, and if it doesn't come out completely, it's going to at least fade a lot. Other areas, hands, fingers, really really blurred, smudgy.
Okay.
Poor outcome, like almost guaranteed. Yeah,
really,
absolutely. We will if you call, we will try our best to give you the professional advice to choose a different placement. If you are totally sold on that, we'll just make sure that you're fully educated on what the likely outcomes of that are, but we are still happy to do it. But
so it'll smudge?
Yeah, over time, especially on the inside. We don't actually even do the insides of the fingers anymore because it's just not worth
everybody gets disappointed.
Everybody's going to be disappointed, and it's just not worth that poor feedback. It doesn't accurately represent the skill set of our artists.
I love that.
Because it's guaranteed.
Because you're holding up integrity.
Poorly. Yeah. So we don't even do it on the inside anymore. On the tops, we'll do on the tops of the hands.
Right.
But we don't do the palms, and we don't do the insides, because those are like maximum damage zone. The top still and the fingers, like it's not an ideal spot. And even the feet as well. I went for it anyways, but same thing. The skin is different in those areas. It's, it's thinner, and it's replacing it. You're washing your hands, your fingers are rubbing.
Your feet in the sand.
Yeah, your feet hopefully are in the sand. It's
right.
It's not the same as pretty much anywhere else in your body, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you lose a bet and you have to get a really embarrassing tattoo, you just say, I'm going to do it on the inside of my lip, and then it's...
You could, but I actually had someone lose a bet, if you want that little tidbit.
Yeah, hit me.
I had someone come in, this is no lie, okay? They come in, and the client comes up to the front desk, and he's bummed. There's not a happy bit of emotion on his face. Meanwhile, his friend is standing behind him, and he's like, he's so happy. He's thinking he's awesome. And we're like, oh, like, how can we help you today? We can pick up on the strange situation a little bit. And the client's like, well, what would you like to get? And he's like, I would like to get the Tasmanian devil. And we're like, the Tasmanian devil? And he's like, yes. And we're in black and gray, in color, in full color. Okay, where would you like to put that? On my butt cheek. And we're like, okay, like, no judgment. And the friend's just like going off in the background. And we're like, okay, and approximately like how big in inches would you like that to be? And the friend puts up his hand. He's like, it has to be this big. It has to be the measurement minimum of the friend's hand. So not even his own hand, because his hands are smaller. It had to be the friend's palm.
My gosh.
And we did full color Tasmanian devil on his butt cheek.
Good for him for sticking to his integrity.
Yeah, I don't know what the bet was, but commitment
huge,
for sure.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, the friend paid.
Okay, at least the friend paid. That would have been like double like downer of that.
Yeah,
but I mean,
and quality tattoo.
A quality tattoo. Like, it's going to be the best looking Tasmanian devil.
Yes.
Right?
But yeah, funny. For sure.
I would love to know what led to that. That would have been amazing. What is one of the most inspiring tattoos you've ever done?
Ooh, you know what? I think one of my favorite kind of memories, I don't know if it's really, I guess it's inspiring in life, but we had a really cute couple come in that, I don't know, they were, I don't quote me, but I believe they were 76 years old. Aww. Yeah, they've been married for a long, long time. And they came in to get their first tattoo together, and they got, a little heart with each other's initials. So there's no age limit on it, and that's true love. So that,
that's amazing.
Lead with that foot in life for sure.
Over 70 years old, and they came in for their first tattoo.
Yeah.
Did they come back for another one? Because I heard they're addictive.
They are very addictive. That couple did not come back for their second one, but they're very addictive. That is actually, that's a funny point, because a lot of people, maybe half or more, I shouldn't say a lot of them, but there's a good group of people that don't have any yet, and they're like, oh, I really want one, but I really got to think about it, I really got to decide, and I'm not sure because I really want, it really needs to mean something really, really important. And that's absolutely valid and totally encourage that, especially for those really sentimental memorial pieces and everything like that. But after that first one happens, that's cute. That would be fun. And I think there's kind of a scary sense of, that's permanent. I'm worried about having something. I need to look at it forever.
Right.
I forget that I have the ones that I have.
Me too.
So then you need a new one.
I'll be in the bath and I'm like washing I'm like, oh my God. And then it's like me and my bestie got matching ones. So I'm always like, oh, I miss you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, the first one's deep, but after that, it's just mostly a good time.
I love that. And I love the meanings behind them. And I think that's so powerful. It's a great conversation starter too for people, right? It's like, what does that mean to you? Yeah. And being able to talk about it and
find some things that are in common with people. Find a friend you didn't know you had.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, the other day, I messaged you to see if I could come in, and you're like, sure, send me a picture of what maybe you were thinking about, right? And I accidentally sent it to one of my clients, because his
and
name
then you
is
said
Steven.
go to legs, you know.
Right. His name is Steven, and I was like talking to Stephanie, so I put in like SDPH, and I just said yep, and I sent it, and it was so funny because he was laughing with me, and then he's like, I was like, you know, it's gonna be my second tattoo. He goes, show me your first tattoo, and him and I had matching tattoos.
Stop.
Identical. It was hilarious. And like, how would we ever have known that had I not like accidentally sent that? But like,
it's funny.
It's funny how they're connection points.
Yes.
Right? And it's more than just like, it's art, it's sentimental, but it's also opens the door for people to have conversations.
Totally.
And even deeper conversations.
Deeper conversations for sure. On that note, it's like you just said the most beautiful thing ever. And then I'm thinking in my mind actually the situation where it was definitely a conversation piece. And that was the goal. Actually, someone came in and they got in quote, like literally your name, the words your name on their butt cheek. And then the intention is that they go to the bar and they say, oh yeah, you know, I bet you know, a drink that I have your name on my butt cheek. And they're like, no way. And then there you go. Your name.
That's a commitment to a pickup line.
Yes.
Right?
And that's a conversation starter you're never going to lose.
Well, and when they get married, they could cross it out and put their wife's name over it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
For sure.
Awesome. So let's go look at some designs.
Yeah.
And maybe see what I could get.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.